Hey, today's a special edition of The Rundown with Ramon, and I'm glad you're here today. And my encouragement for you today is to encourage you not to ask if I can make an impact, but to ask, how can I make an impact? How can I make a difference in the world? How can I do something different? Why this is a special edition of The Rundown with Ramon? Well, because I'm not live right now. This is a recording that I'm doing on the 11th of November at 4:41 a.m. in the morning. I have a flight today. And I said, I don't have to go live today, but I wanted to bring something to you still, even though I couldn't be here today in person. And the one thing I wanted to express is to ask, how can I make an impact? If you wake up every day asking, how can I make an impact? Not if, not that it's an optional, but that you're going to make an impact. The question is, how do I do it? Then you'll find that opportunities arise. Opportunities are in abundance for you to do so because you're asking, how can I do so? That is the question of the day. By the way, my name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com. Glad you're here today. Don't forget to check us out at zoneofgenius.com. Do not miss out. Zoneofgenius.com/subscribe, zoneofgenius.com. And a message from our sponsor, Bitdefender, reminding you that hackers are out there, cyber criminals are out there. They want to target. They are already targeting if they haven't your business. When you go home at night, you lock the door of your house. When you park your car, you lock your car. Is your business secure, especially your small business? Is it secure? Don't think that hackers don't want to attack you. They do. And I encourage you to check out our solutions from our friends at Bitdefender, bitdefender.com/Ramon, bitdefender.com/Ramon. Check it out for all your small business security needs so you can be safe and secure against ransomware, phishingware, malware, and all the nasty things out there so your tablet, your computer, your phone can be secure at bitdefender.com. While you're thinking of being secure, I want you to ask yourself this. When you go about your day, are you happy with how you're making an impact? You may say to yourself, Ramon, what does making an impact mean? Well, making an impact could be just greeting somebody at the grocery store. Making an impact could just mean smiling to somebody. Making an impact could be proactively reaching out to somebody at your church or place of community to see, are you okay? Making an impact could be proactively giving a donation to an organization. Reaching out could be offering to be, or not offering, just being a mentor to a young person who may need it. There's many ways we can make an impact in the world. There's people all around us who could use our handshake from us, use a smile from us, who could use us in some way to help them be better, feel better, know that they are loved and appreciated. So that's one. Second of all, a hard right. I was on a coaching call yesterday, part of Office Hours with Ramon. Check out RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. And a lady was saying, Ramon, I want to reach these of influential celebrity type people. People tell me I should talk to so-and-so. And I think she didn't understand what I was saying. I was telling her, what would it do for your business if you talk to Damon John? You have a clock company. You reaching out to Damon John, is that really what you want to do? Do you just want a handshake from him? You just want a selfie from him? Is that really what you want? And now, yes, he takes your clock company, he blasted to his Instagram followers. That could be a win. But is that where you should be spending your time, trying to reach Damon John? Now, if you really believe he can add value to you and you want a business partnership, then do the work to get there. Go to the periphery of his circle. Go to the periphery of the people he works on. Go to the podcast he's been on. Find ways to access the people around him. Maybe the best option is not to access him directly at first, but to find the people who's around him and go through that. Go the slow route. But the bigger issue I want to make, most of us just want to access these celebrities for fame, for fortune, for our own self-interest because it feels good. And I get it. But the other thing she was saying is that, hey, somebody said that this celebrity is looking for this. Somebody said this celebrity needs this. In her case, she said they need female founders. A celebrity at the level of Damon John or a former astronaut or somebody like that, oftentimes we have to understand we're hunting down to, I gotta access Serena Williams. I gotta access Beyonce. I heard she needs this. They really don't need our help, people. And I don't mean it in a mean way. I don't mean that they're saying it, but it's just when you think about it, sometimes we hear things and we take our energy running after something that's really a false flag, that's really not the best place to put our energy. So my question to you today, my thought to you today is, as you're thinking of taking your business to the next level, as you're thinking of growing, get in this special edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Is this the best place to have your energy? By chasing and chasing after the celebrity status. Now, there's a time for that. If you have a drink company and you really feel you want to work with said celebrity person, maybe you're giving them a share of your company, maybe you're paying them for it. But make sure you have something viable. Make sure you have something worthwhile that you're sharing with them. I've been on so many stages and people shoving my hand. Oh, I have a t-shirt with their face on it. I have a t-shirt. I want them to look at it. Why should they look at your t-shirt? You're going to ask them what kind of fabric you should be having your t-shirt work with. Why don't you do the work of having the sale first and finding it out for yourself what you should do? So when you come to them, you've made some sales, you have some of the solutions worked out, because most of the time you don't need to ask a celebrity, should I have light blue or dark blue? You don't need to ask a celebrity, should I build my business in Dallas or in Kansas? These are things you can find out for yourself way before you work with a celebrity. So I'm getting ready to take a flight soon. Get ready to get on a plane. And I want to invite you to join me in Office Hours with Ramon. It's a special, special time where you don't have to grow alone. It's part mentorship with Ramon Ray, part coaching with Ramon Ray, part unpacking our businesses and growing together. You can check it out at RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. And I'll share this. I was on stage with Damon John, and a man rushed up to me and he said, "Oh, I've been trying to reach out to Damon John. He won't get back to me." And I say this because I'm experiencing this frustration quite a bit, where people are going for the celebrity, putting so much energy to get to the famous person. When I wonder, should they instead spend more energy trying to get to people who are more accessible and work their way up, maybe to the celebrity? I'm much more accessible than Damon John. So many others I can think of that are much more accessible on LinkedIn who will reply to you. But is your pitch right? Did you pitch the right thing? Or is your business even ready to work with somebody of that caliber? Is your business even ready for it? And I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not. It's just something for you to consider. As I said before, I'm not live right now. And again, if you're hearing this on the podcast, it doesn't really matter because it's not live anyhow. But those who are watching me across platforms live, this episode is not live. But I wanted to bring something to you, the cautionary tale of being careful to work with celebrities, being careful to think that when people say, "Oh, you should talk to this person, they need this." At that level, Kim Kardashian, there's not much she needs from you. What the biggest thing she probably needs on anybody at that level is just genuine friendship, genuine friends. But we want to reach with them for our own needs, for our own ego, for our own, "Oh, I feel good." And I get it. But my encouragement to you today is make sure you're going for the right thing as you're reaching out to people. And remember, the first thing I said is don't ask if I can make an impact, but ask how I can make an impact. Be blessed. Have an amazing day. Thanks for being here on a special edition of The Rundown with Ramon.